My people, e don red though. As e start right now, they say that the lie wey Nigeria government, the police dey lie, e don finally burst. But let us start with this: the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out in 2026. Not only coming out but coming out with Biafra. My people, now come see. Do you know that those people wey terrorists kpai few days ago, the police come outside say nothing like that happen? I go bring the video come for you, where people dey blast them back and front of that matter. They say that the Nigerian government don spend millions inside US recently in order way to stop IPOB, to stop Biafra. No be small thing. My people, as e start right now, they say that the main terrorists are living inside Asrock with the Tinubu. Allegedly, una go see the video, because everything wey we dey talk here, you go see the video as e take dey play. E no end for there. Hi, my people, things are really happening for inside this country. I want you to watch the full videos before we come back and continue. Stay tuned.
In 2026, Nnamdi Kanu case will be revisited. The people who jailed him will be stripped of their authority and their garments. Write it down, because you are going to see it happen. I also saw them doing that by force, like they have now discovered that problem is coming because this man is in prison. And they say, let us release him. They say, let us release him. And I saw him coming out and traveling to London, coming back to Nigeria, traveling to London. They are now guiding him. Well, if you think that they are going to kill him in prison, you are lying. The angels that are there in prison with him are more than the prisoners. Are they going to attempt it? Yes. But a man of tomorrow cannot die today. I say a man of tomorrow cannot die today. This is thus said the Lord. There will be a mighty jubilation. You will hear it in the news. Nnamdi Kanu has been released. Please, all the Igbo people, go and develop your states. Go and develop your state. God is warning you again. I give this prophecy some years back. The Lord said, remind them again. If you don't go, you will leave Lagos without having a property. Because from this year, they will collect property. Then will collect your property this year. So if you have 5, go and sell some. Go and build in your village. You are shouting, Lagos is no man's land. Lagos na person get them.
The real terrorist is in the Azovilla. The headquarters of Boko Haram is the same address of Tinubu. So if you post a letter to Tinubu, if it doesn't come out on time, Boko Haram will collect the letter and read it and pass it to him. They live together, they work together, they plan together, and they share together.
How do you mean that the headquarters, the address is at the villa? Because
the villa, the state house, is where all this criminality is being planned. If you deceive yourself and think that Nigerian army cannot defeat the terrorists, then you don't know Nigerian army. Try and whistle at the wife of a general, and you see how the entire barrack will descend on you. Try and a home minister of FCT could not collect 1 plot of land. You saw how that Navy captain stood his ground there, telling Wike, yes, you are not coming here. Imagine if every captain stood their ground and said terrorists not entering Nigeria like that. If the armed forces strong enough to stop a minister who is representing the president from misbehaving on the land that he has interest, say, I have my orders. So are you telling me, if the president of Nigeria gives an order that the whole of Lagos State should be evacuated, the army in Lagos will evacuate everybody? If they give an order that the whole of Kano State should be evacuated, the army has enough capacity to evacuate the whole state. The president made a proclamation, and the entire government house was forcibly evacuated in one day. So you are telling me that The president wants to end this thing, he will not end it. But their political money is tied to it.
Mm.
And if you think maybe because I don't like them, which I don't pretend about that. Go and read the EFCC reports on what Jonathan did with the money he borrowed in the name of fighting Boko Haram. You are a journalist. You saw the trials. You saw the investigation. Who was collecting the money? The money was shared to politicians, girlfriends, contractors, or let's say we're even a nation of cripples. That sometimes in the past there was no proper polio vaccination. A majority of Nigerians are crippled, we have no leg. We have enough resources to hire machinery to kill Boko Haram and terrorists and bandits.
Till now that we are speaking, nobody is able to come out with any figure or name of any person that is kidnapped from that community.
He asked that if we have the list. This morning, we have the list of 177 people with him. So we have the list. So let him tell the other one. We have the name of the church. We have the time the incident happened.
You are welcome. Today is January 21, 2026. I reported earlier that over 150 worshippers were kidnapped from 3 churches in Kaduna State. Instead of the Nigerian government to pursue the kidnappers, these are not 3 or 4 people you can just put in a car. Instead of going after the kidnappers, they were arguing. They had enough time to come out, visit the churches, and I think they never spoke to the church pastors. If they had discussed with the priest, they would have gotten first-hand information. They visited the churches, had time to do a press conference, debunked the reports they got, and they did not even make any move to go after the kidnappers. This is Nigeria. This is why the international community don't trust our security system. This is why the common man in Nigeria does not trust the government when it comes to security. Now listen to what they are saying.
The narrative from the Kajuru area that people have been kidnapped or whatever in the like of that is totally false. Is not tenable, and we do not have any evidence of such.
In the accompanying with security agencies, the police, the military, special forces, DSS, on reaching to the community, things were moving normal. We visited the church, the say 2 churches. There was no any evidence that shows that yes, there was an attack.
Till now that we are speaking, nobody is able to come out with any figure or name of any person that is kidnapped from that community.
How could people be kidnapped? And they are arguing if it is true or not. This is very, very sad. Now listen to the chairman of the Northern Christian Association of Nigeria.
So I'm advising the police, I'm advising all those who have spoken to be careful. We want to win the trust of Nigeria. We want to win the confidence of Nigerians. I am not sure it's right for us to say things like this in public media. But for avoidance of doubt, if you listen to the local government chairman, he did tactically admit that there were bandits. But he just turned again, and he wasn't talking about kidnap. He talks about hospital. So that shows you that he wasn't really answering the question, because no one was saying someone was in the hospital. We are simply saying that people were in church and were kidnapped. He asked for something, and call him now and again and ask him. He asked that if we have the list. This morning, we have the list of 177 people with him. So we have the list. So let him tell the other one. We have the name of the church. We have the time the incident happened. The police also know that they have the report wired by them. So I'm not sure it is right for security issues to be politicized, because it's like you don't care about the life of the mother of somebody, the father of somebody, the son of somebody, the friend of somebody. I don't want to belong to that. As a pastor and as a Christian, I've said the day I start lying when it has to do with life of individual, I should just hand over my license and stop preaching. So this incident happened. All we want the security agencies to do is to go after them. But to come to the public and start denying, and I don't know who they were referring to as merchants. Sadly, we don't understand. Is it the community people who are merchants? Is it the current chairman of local government who is a merchant? Or are the stakeholders in that place who confirm that this incident happened that are merchants? Because for us, We are just partners in progress wanting to help make sure things are done right. And we want to do it with truthfully. We want to do it with integrity. We don't want to join into the politics of lie. Sadly, this report had combination of party issue. I think it shouldn't even have another party speaking now. We're talking about Nigerians that we feel, we know have been taken away. Let's tell our security to go after them. We trust our governor. We appreciate the effort of the security agency in Kaduna State. In the last 1 week, they have actually helped us rescue some of our pastors, rescue even the wife of Venerable this. So we commend them, and we know they can also go after these people and rescue them. But I don't know the politics being played and the denials. This is quite sad. But whoever is asking for list, we have shown them the list. Let them tell us that list does not exist.
Just before we let you go, you know, when you talk about the history of insecurity and the distrust around official responses, I mean, a lot of people are expecting more from security officers and agencies to reassure citizens and worshippers that incidents are not just thoroughly being dismissed. So what would also be your counsel, you know, instead of going to the media, you know, extempore to just respond? Would you ask for a guided investigation, you know, prior to this kind of outcome?
And that's what we have advised them. I've spoken to almost all of them today, since yesterday to this morning, drawing their attention to the facts that are available, the evidence that are available. And I think we don't have any controversy or argument about the facts that are available. Whatever may have led to the reason why they deny, well, I can't interpret it, but I want to appeal to everybody. This governor is being loved by Kaduna State people. So please don't give people an impression as if something is wrong. The governor is trying. So nobody is accusing the governor. It's not the game about accusing the governor. It's the game about criminals coming to take our citizens. So let's go after them. But when you start playing game, you are not helping the leaders, you're not helping the governor, you're not helping the state, and we can't deny. You can't tell me 100 and something. Even if it's just 2 people, you can't just come publicly and deny that it never happened. Well, we can show you proofs with names and what it happened. And you also, as police, we have your signal that you give out to show people that this incident happened. Please, I beg us in the name of God. Let's not play politics when lives are involved. Let's instead show that we are committed. This governor is trying, we applaud him. The security agents are trying, but in this matter, I think they didn't get it right. So please let them go to the drawing board and correct it and go after this criminal before they go too far with our people.
This is why we still have insecurity problem in Nigeria. The primary responsibility of any government, the primary responsibility is the protection of lives and property. If the government cannot protect us, then give us the right to own guns, so that we can protect ourselves. Please share this video and don't forget to tag any international authority. Tag them and let them hear our cry that this is what our government is doing to us. People's lives have been taken from churches, life services on Sunday, and the security agencies that are supposed to spring into action immediately are having enough time to do press conference and debunking the news instead of pursuing them. What is the need of arguing? Is it for the kidnappers to escape freely without the intervention of the security agencies? I don't know. I don't know what you think about this. Let me hear from you. Please pray for us. Pray for this country, Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you. Don't forget to share this video.
Lobbying war, with the federal government dramatically outspending Biafran secessionist groups as both sides seek President Donald Trump's ear over claims of a Christian genocide. The administration and its allies have moved swiftly to counter separatist narratives in the U.S. Capitol, signing a $750,000 a month deal for 6 months renewable contract with the Republican-linked DCI group to press Abuja's. Well, the scale of the contract dwarfs that of the shadowy and unknown Biafran Republic government in exile, which is paying up $66,000 a month to the smaller Madison and Washington lobbying firm to push for sanctions against Nigerian officials, greater U.S. engagement with a putative Biafran administration, and even support for military strikes and favorable oil deals with Washington in an unidentified future Biafra.
So if Biafra the people promoting Biafra, if they are going to the US and they are paying how much? $60,000 to sell their own story, that Igbos are being marginalized and persecuted in Nigeria, and that the idea of a Republic of Biafra will be a good proposition. I think it makes sense that the Nigerian government too is in that space. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that the Nigerian government wants to be heard so that there's not just one voice in the room. On December 12, 2025, the Nigerian government paid $4.5 million for 6 months, and the contract is renewable for another 6 months. So the lobbyists, what they will be doing basically is to get the Nigerian voice into the room who will speak up. And finally, those Biafra separatists who are looking for lobbyists in America, they can spend their $60,000, but they should know, they should be reminded that it's an act of sabotage against the Nigerian state. If you are still a patriot, if you are still a citizen, and you are sabotaging the Nigerian state, demarketing your country within the international sphere, there are consequences in that particular regard. Everybody should be well advised before we are told tomorrow that we are not supporting people who are following self-determination rules.
Welcome back, my wonderful people. As you have watched that video, and make sure say you share so that other people will get the information and know how it did happen. We are fully back to be giving you back to back as it did happen. Tell everybody, say Pump Info News is fully back. We went on a thoroughly investigation of things where they happen for inside Nigeria. With the time, we are going to do a tutorial, a full video telling you people the secret we covered and things that happen. Nigeria is about to fall apart. Stay tuned for more videos.